Alright, there we go. Good to go. So, I already watched this at work actually, but we're going to rewatch it, all 37-ish minutes of it, guys. And I'm going to break down my thoughts of it as we go, so expect a lot of pausing. A lot of interesting reveals, in my opinion. Some that people weren't as crazy about as others, obviously. Turn this down a little bit. Wait, it doesn't deafen my ass. So yes, right out the gate, we do have this happened. It's weird, because I saw a leak that had a lot of stuff on it, and it was like half accurate, half not. One of the things on the leak was Super Mario Maker getting ported to the Switch. But as we know by this is not a port. This is just a raw-ass, like, new game. Which is rad, because I never actually played Super Mario Maker, so it's pretty rad. So yeah, there it is. Like, not a port. It's pretty cool. Super Mario Maker is a great concept. I wish more platforming games would allow for such a concept, to be honest. Because, like, the concept of being able to make your own, like, world, I should say levels, and potentially world in a game is really sick. And I can't wait to create some awesome-ass levels, is what I'm saying here. It's gonna be super rad. And then it's gonna have to do to just try to make levels unbeatably hard, aka dumb. Yeah, there it is, Super Mario Maker 2. Is that really how they kicked it off? I thought they talked a bit. I guess not.
Hi everyone. I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi, and I'll be your guide for
I'll be
today's
honest, I don't know
Nintendo
who
Direct.
this guy is in the grand scheme of Nintendo. But it is what
You
it is.
just
I
got your
guess.
first look at the brand new sequel to Super Mario Maker, which we're of course calling Super Mario Maker 2.
Oh, original names, my dudes. Where do they think of that?
There will be brand new features, and many new elements are in development
Yeah, what
as
if
we
they
speak.
give us the ability eventually to, like,
So please stay tuned.
make 3D Mario levels and worlds?
All right. Next,
Like,
let's cover
Super
today's
Mario
Nintendo
Odyssey.
Switch headlines.
but being able to make your own. Also, it's weird because they didn't touch on a
First
single
time in
3DS
10
thing
years.
in this direct.
The Marvel Ultimate
Very
Alliance
unexpected
series
to me.
returns with a new 4-player action RPG and an all-new
Actually, I have a cup. What am I
original
doing?
story. Assemble your
Yo,
ultimate
my
dream
girl.
team
I
from
played
a
her in
huge
MVCI
cast
when I
of
played
Marvel
MVCI.
superheroes, from the Guardians of the Galaxy to the Avengers.
So why
Defenders,
couldn't
X-Men,
MVCI
and
look
more
like
to
this?
Stop Thanos and the Black Order from unleashing cosmic chaos. You can play together in TV mode, locally on up to 4 systems, or online.
And I've never
Get
played any of
closer
the
to
Marvel
action
Ultimate
with the
Alliances,
dynamic
though.
zoomed-in heroic camera. And speaking of heroic, it's time to go higher, further, faster with Marvel's.
I also
ultimate
missed this
cosmic
trailer
protector,
because my internet
Captain
cut out
Marvel.
at work.
Wield her power against those that would do harm to the universe.
So this is my first time
As
actually
characters
watching
level
it.
up, they'll learn skills
Level up.
you can use on the fly.
Has a level
In Carol
system.
Danvers' case, literally.
You're already,
In
like,
addition
winning
to
my
basic
heart
attacks
somewhat.
and skills, each hero has an Alliance Extreme attack, their most powerful move.
So is it
Whether you
kind
join
of like
forces with
Dynasty
friends
Warriors,
locally
but
or
with
online,
Marvel, or does it just seem
Take
that way?
teamwork to unprecedented levels.
I don't
as you
know.
creatively combine hero
Realistically, I
skills into
probably
synergy
won't get it because I don't consider
most
myself
powerful
too
attacks
much
can
of a
even be
Marvel fan, all
combined
things
into
considered.
Ultimate Alliance
Ah.
Extreme attack.
Like, I don't
Team
really
of
go out of my way to
possibilities
do
will be
anything
off the
related to
charts
Marvel.
when Marvel Ultimate
not really my
Alliance 3, the
shindig.
Black Order launches
Neither is
exclusively
DC,
on
so I don't
Nintendo
think I'm
Switch
like
this
picking a
summer.
side in that, like that war. The superhero thing's generally my
Welcome
thing.
back,
This
Box
game,
Boy.
though, this game right
Get
here.
ready to unload some
looks
boxes
so
and have
fun.
fun doing it. The critically acclaimed puzzle series Box Boy is coming to Nintendo
See,
Switch for the
I
first
hate it
time.
because it says critically
This
acclaimed,
brand
but I've
new
never
game
heard of
is
it, and that
tightly
bugs
packed
me.
with tons of content, including brand new puzzles and new features. We fit something else in too.
I know, it's great.
This time, 2 players can box it up together.
So, for those
To
new
restore
around
peace
here,
on the Box
those
Planet, you must work as a team,
who might not
solve
have been around when I
puzzles,
mentioned
and
it at
beat those
all,
stages.
forgot me saying it.
After completing
I-
the story, you can access a whole separate adventure starring Cutie, the tall one.
I'm a huge fan of
In all,
platformer
there are
puzzle games.
270
Puzzle
stages
platformers.
to beat.
Platformers
the
in general,
highest
but
in the
puzzle
series to
platformers
date.
is pretty good.
Use your brain boxes to think outside the box
So
and lead our heroes to
it's
the goal.
super nice to
Box Boy and
see
Box
more
Girl
of that
will unload
concept
on Nintendo
happening.
Switch April
So
26th.
realistically, this game definitely a buy for me. I don't know if I'm gonna day one if there's
The
a high
ultimate
possibility.
spring update.
This is a topic a lot of people are really 50-50 on because they don't really say
Super
much
Smash Bros.
outside
Ultimate
of.
is about to spring
that.
forward with the version 3.0 update
By the way,
this spring.
I do not agree with it going to
What are we adding,
3.0
you ask?
because that
You'll just have
implies
to wait to find
a
out.
New Balance patch
Remember,
outright. Joker, yeah.
Joker is a part of Challenger Pack 1. He's secretly been preparing for battle,
But,
and his moment will finally come before the end of
Like
April.
the big meme
In other
here
words, this year,
is
springtime
we
is
just
the
recently
time to
got
smash.
2.0.
And don't forget, new
So,
Super Smash Bros. Series
I don't
Amiibo
want them to
figures are
try
on the
and
way
balance
too.
the game further before the meta forms, because that's only like a 2 to 3 month difference from
There's
this
even
update.
more to explore in Captain
I don't want
Toad
them to
Treasure
try to
Tracker.
balance that quickly because you
It's
have to
never too
actually
late
see
for
all
a
meta
journey
forms
through the
before
maze-like miniature
you do anything
worlds
about
of
the
the
meta.
Captain Toad Treasure Tracker game. In fact, we have
And I've
two
never
new
played this
announcements
game.
for the
I need to
Nintendo
pick
Switch
it up and
version.
play it eventually, y'all. Because I've heard pretty decent
After
things
a new
about it.
update, all courses will support 2-player co-op. Maybe Captain
By the way,
Toad
thank
won't
you,
be so
Nintendo,
nervous with
so
someone
much
at his side.
for having
Two heads
such
are better than
a
one,
focus
and
on
an extra set of
co-op.
hands goes a long way. This free update will be available later today.
So yeah, we might pick
And
this game up
some paid
soonish.
downloadable content is coming.
Soonish being in
We're
a few
adding in
months for
18
me,
new
but still.
challenges that'll see you traveling to
Although I don't
5
know how
new
the game
courses,
really
from
plays, 'cause
sunken
it's
ships
really hard to
to a
tell
kingdom of sweets,
from
and achieving
this.
new objectives in existing courses.
Yeah, those poor boos, they just wanted to be happy, and you just killed him.
Captain Toad
How's
and
the
Toadette
matter
must
with you,
obtain the
Toad?
shining crowd in each course, all of which can be played alone or with a second player.
Makes
Captain
sense.
Toad Treasure Tracker's special episode will be available for purchase as soon as, well, later today, giving you early
Yeah, they had a lot
access
of things
to
they
one
just
the
dropped
courses.
today. One of the
rest
things,
of the
two of the
content
things
will
I
launch
actually
on
have on my
March
Switch
14th.
already.
If you don't have the game yet, look out for a digital bundle.
Yeah, the bundle's
available
only
on
like
Nintendo
40-something
eShop
dollars,
later
by the
today.
way, so not a bad
It
deal.
contains the full game and gives you access to Captain Toad Treasure
And if not for the
Tracker's
fact that I
special
have
episode once
Katsucon
it's
like
available.
tomorrow, I would do it.
Steal yourself
This
for
I'm
old
so
school
happy
action
about.
in an all-new Gothic
Realistically,
castle. The side-scrolling
I'm
action
probably
of
not
yore
gonna get
shall
this
rise
on the
once
Switch.
more in Bloodstained Ritual
I'm
of the Night.
probably going
And
to
so,
get it on
the young
PS4 when
lady
it finally
Miriam,
comes out.
host of the Alchemist's Curse, must
So,
use
yeah.
her unwanted gifts
But
to slay the demons
I am
wrought by the curses
so
of original
glad
host,
this game
Evil.
is going everywhere.
With these powers, she can steal the abilities of enemies.
It doesn't help that
bend gravity to her will.
it's just
and dart about.
I've
Jewel's castle
admittedly
at
never
lightning speed.
played a legitimate
Here, the
Castlevania
laws
game.
of
The
reality
closest I
and
did
2D side-scrollers
is
don't apply.
a little bit
Throughout
of
the
Lord of
castle,
Shadow.
a treasure trove of side quests,
But, like,
deadly tasks. And
I've
small
played a lot of
touches flesh out
Metroidvanias
the
in
campaign.
general.
Your body is covered with weird decorations.
I
Beyond the
am
main story, you can
beyond
dig deep
excited.
into character
I didn't know you could change
customization,
your
subquests,
appearance.
and
That's
more.
cool.
Stop the fall of man at the hands of demons.
Yeah,
And
like,
don't be afraid to show
I'm
them
super
your
excited to
dark side.
play like a Metroidvania.
Bloodstained,
Metroidvania.
Ritual of the
A
Night
more
emerges
Castlevania
from the
oriented
shadows this summer.
Metroidvania. I'm extremely excited for that. It needs to hurry.
Time
Yes,
has
this
come to
happened.
build a new world and take on the children
Which-
of Argon. On
This
an empty island, you'll ally
This adds a
yourself
lot
with
of
the mysterious
legitimacy
Malrock and
to-
defend your world from monstrous
excuse me,
forces.
a lot of
Enlist
legitimacy
abilities help
to
rebuild and
a
fight
part of the league.
alongside you in the story
Leaks,
mode.
multiple leaks
Or
involving
unite with
Smash
three other
Brothers.
builders to create your own
But in the
island
league
in
I'm
local
currently talking
co-op
about, they
or
said
online.
multiple Dragon
Look
Quest
at the
games are coming to the
materials.
Switch.
Craft
And one of the
objects and
things was they were
tools,
confirming
and
Erdrick
reach
for
new
Smash.
heights
I don't
by
know who
building any
Erdrick
structure
is
you can imagine.
specifically,
Now
but
you can dash,
I'm
fly,
like 800% sure that's a Dragon Quest
explore
character.
underwater.
You see,
and
as cool
walk
as this
all over
game
the
is,
new retro-inspired
there
map.
is a
If you own the previous game on the
Game
Nintendo Switch system,
show
craft the legendary
later
builder's outfit and the
in
Dragon
this
Lord's
in this
throne.
same vein almost that I care much more about 'cause it's a series
Dragon
I
Quest
do
Builders
enjoy.
2 launches on
From the
Nintendo
little I
Switch
played of
July
it anyway.
12th.
Nothing against Dragon Quest Builders,
There are
I've never
more
played
Nintendo
it.
Switch headlines to come, but first, a word from Mr. Koizumi.
Well, how's it looking? Next,
Yo, I know
we
that
have a
sound.
new announcement for that classic RPG series. Please take a look.
This port coming up.
There are RPGs,
is
and then there's Dragon Quest,
are the thing.
series
One
that
of the things
define the
I'm
genre,
extremely
and the latest
pensive
entry
about,
is charging onto Nintendo
because,
Switch in full force,
as is
pairing the
may or may
series'
not be known,
beloved
I did a
style
review
and
on Dragon
perfectly
Quest
balanced
11
battles
already.
with the most
I
impressive
really,
scope and
really
elaborate
like the
story
game
in
a
series
lot. It's a
history.
really good game. Like I give it
Where
a 9
there
out
is
of 10.
light, darkness follows.
Super
For
solid
no
game.
one does this ring truer
Um,
than the Luminary, the boy that prophecy says will
but
succeed
the
the last
problem
hero and protect
is
the world from
when
a terrible land. In an
you
odd twist of fate,
do
the boy's
stuff
royal
like release a
birthright
game
is
so
snatched from him.
soon again, because this game only came out this past
On the day he
September, I want to
becomes an
say.
adult, he finally
And it's
discovers
gonna
his
come
true
out in a
heritage
month
and
or
the
two,
powers
whenever
that
it's.
make
I think
him
it says
the
it in
Luminary.
this. So it's
When he
already
goes to the
getting
king of the
rave
largest
release,
kingdom for guidance,
which
he is dubbed
wouldn't be as bad if
Darkspawn.
not for the fact that this
So
has
begins the
additional
perilous journey of a hunted hero
content.
and the ragtag band
This
of adventurers
is a
who will
definitive
join him on his
edition.
quest to set things right.
Has brand new stuff.
Together they'll explore the towns
Which
and terrain of
kinda
the
sucks.
sprawling, detailed land, Erdrea. Monsters roam free.
I'll
at
let them
random
talk for a bit, though,
encounters.
so I'm not
When you
talking over
engage
it.
them, choose your strategy wisely in turn-based battles. You must know when to attack, when to heal, when to use magic, and when to switch your party
It's really
members'
weird
orders.
because I know it's not a
As you do,
PS4.
You'll earn skill points which can be used to teach party members attacks, spells, and improve
Is that a
their
thing that can
abilities.
happen in the normal version?
You can also collect materials so you can forge
I don't know.
weapons, armor,
But,
and accessories.
I don't know if it's because it's like in development in
Looking for an
terms of
item, then
porting,
help people out in
but
side
graphically,
quests, or try
it
your
looks
hand at the
really
casino, or horse
compared
racing.
to the PS4
Erdrea
variant.
is full of surprises like these, and this time, the player has the power to choose on the fly between the land's gorgeous HD vistas and the 2D 16-bit glory of old.
You see, I personally wouldn't want to
This is
do
also
that,
the
but it's a
first
cool
version of
feature
the game with fully orchestrated field and battle tunes. If
that
you
get
want,
reused way
you
too
can change
much.
between the original sound and the new one whenever you want. And you can also experience the journey with English or Japanese audio.
勇者の奇跡ってやつだ。
I'd really like the dub of this game, but if I played it a second time, I would probably do it JP just for the sake of doing it. Yo, it's funny seeing all these scenes again after knowing most of them. Because, yes, I actually did not get through the entire game. It's a long-ass game. I'm very close, though. Very close. I'm like 40-something hours in, I think. Some nonsense like that. We have a lot of time in this game.
First-time players and veterans should also look forward to new stories. Each sees one of the main cast members stepping into the spotlight, shedding new light on hidden truths. This hero's adventure
See, that's what I'm
has
referring to.
truly leveled up. Dragon Quest XI-S, Echoes of an Elusive Age, Definitive Edition. Launching exclusively on
This
Nintendo
fall,
Switch
so about a year
this
later. That's
fall.
not as bad, but even then, I
While
don't
we
know if I
just
agree
announced
with
the
it
addition of these new
because
stories,
exactly,
there will
like
be more
it's
new
a year
information to
later.
share
It's a
in the
definitive
future.
edition that has
Please
more
look forward to
content.
learning more.
It adds like
For now, let's
legitimacy
continue with more
and credibility
Nintendo
to the
Switch
people
headlines.
with the argument of I don't want to buy games at launch because of reasons like this
A
happening.
Disney Tsum Tsum game like you've never seen before.
You know,
These
until
stuffed
this
Disney toys
happened,
took the world by storm.
I didn't
and
know
now
Tsum
they're
Tsum
ready
was a
for an
thing,
after-hours
but
party
apparently they
at
are.
the toy store in
Apparently
Disney
they're very
Tsum Tsum
popular.
Festival.
This is how out of
Play
touch
with
I
your
am with
friends
modern
and family
Disney,
in
by
a
the
wide
way.
variety of competitive and cooperative games that
Yo,
support
I always
up to
wanted to
4
try
players.
Shuffle Chalk. Or that's not Shuffle
You can
Chalk.
play online as
Shuffle
well
Chalk's
as
the other
players
one.
from around the world.
Curling is what that one is. I always want to try it regardless.
And you can't mention Disney Tsum Tsum without talking puzzles. Connect
I don't
matching
know what
Tsum
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 to
is.
clear them and set a high score. The game also
Such a
features a
weird
two-player
concept
mode
to
for
me.
local and online competitive matches.
I don't like how that sounded like a
Disney Tsum
Pokemon, a
Tsum
Pikachu
Festival will
specific.
steal our hearts in 2019.
Probably not a buyout of me.
We're picking up a distress call in the Atlas star system. But this time,
You
it's
know,
far from friendly. In fact, it's none
this is
other than
one
Star Wolf's
game
infamous lieutenants,
I
Andrew
should
Oikini, Pigma Dengar,
really
and the Great
actually
Leon.
try.
Now Peppy, Falco, and Slippy have no choice but to hunt them down. like the
Like,
animals they are.
I do
in a challenging
honestly
new series of missions you
feel
can only
like
find in the spring update of Starlink
I
Battle
should
for Atlas.
try Starlink.
Every
It's just
member of the Star Fox
Star
team
Fox
has their
style
own special
shooters
pilot
were
ability
never
and
really my
skill
cup of
tree.
tea,
Plus, each
but
pilot
maybe
can
my
take on
opinion
any
since
of
then
the
have
new
changed.
missions and also Fox's missions from the base game. It's time for a game of Seek and Destroy. But don't expect Wolf to play fair. Look forward to news on the rest of the additional content, such as starship races and faction missions, so you're ready when the Star Fox
Yeah,
team
maybe
joins
we'll
the Starlink
pick up
Battle for
Starlink and
Atlas
try it
update
eventually.
this April.
We'll see.
A heartfelt
Here it
fantasy
is.
adventure crops up once
Here
again.
it is. This right here.
Another season,
Remember when I mentioned
another reason to wield
earlier
weapons and spells against monsters.
when I said, yo,
Interact with townsfolk
why
daily.
should I care about
Grow
Dragon
vegetables
Quest
and
Builders
fruits
2?
at the farm.
This is why.
Cook some fish.
Rune Factory is
store.
fun as shit. I can't stress
even
enough how
raise
fun
monsters.
it is. Yo, this dude got a lot of gold.
This fantastical circle of life will keep you coming back for more in Rune Factory 4 Special, fully remastered for Nintendo Switch. Battle alongside townsfolk, and before long, you
Mario.
may become more than just friends.
Yeah, dude.
See what the heart-pounding newlywed life has in store for you, exclusively in this new version of the game.
Oh, there's a story specific for it. Yeah, I wasn't able to pay full attention to this one.
Rune Factory 4 Special will be ripe for the playing later
We'll
this
definitely
year.
be picking that one up. Potentially day one.
And
here's the
you can
big
finally confirm
confirmation,
that Rune
dudes.
Factory 5 is in development.
Oh, you should
Look
turn
forward
that
to
down
more
a bit.
info in the future. Soon, a time will come to slay monsters and rescue lost souls.
This
Before those
game
souls
is another
become
game I'm
monsters.
extremely interested. I'm gonna move this
In
over
this
because
action
of
RPG
loudness.
from the developers of I Am Setsuna and Lost Sphere.
Oh, I didn't hear
Step
that
into a realm
earlier.
built upon
I Am
tenets of
Setsuna is a
reincarnation.
game I always
Its
wanted to
people
play,
lead repressed
but
lives,
never had a
forbidden to mourn
chance
the loss
to,
of loved
unfortunately.
ones.
I had to
To
pick it
uphold
up.
These tenets,
This game's so
Higachi
pretty
must travel
looking.
between the
Look at
living
that.
world and the beyond to rescue lost souls from a terrible fate, becoming monsters. When battling these creatures,
Like, there's
the
so many
lost
games
souls
I'm
will be
legitimately
rescued and
interested in
manifest
this
within you,
direct.
granting you new powers. Each soul's powers are different, so you must choose the right soul for the situation at hand. In this deep single-player campaign, there will be many battles. You will fight, and you will become stronger. Those who fall to grief are lost, and the lost don't reincarnate.
Oh, that's
The very
interesting.
foundations of reincarnation will begin to crumble when Oninaki
I don't know
launches
what
in
Naki
summer
means.
2019.
I need to find out what Naki means. Just for that
Cars,
translation.
robots, and Yoshis in a world of crap.
You see,
You know what that
this
means?
is one of those things I'm
Yoshi's
really
crafted world is almost
scared
here.
about.
This time,
Because
you like to put the many facets of these crafted
Generally
forces on
speaking,
display.
I don't really care for the Yoshi games.
As Yoshi, you'll go rafting,
But maybe this one will be better?
race solar cars, and
Or at
tear
least
through
I
the
can
sky
hope, I
on a
guess.
plane. Nice shot, Yoshi. Hey, that robot's pretty huge for a miniature. Even at this scale,
Yo,
you'll
I
have
know
some
that
challenging
one.
bosses to wrangle. Using in-game coins you've racked up, you can
In-game
collect crafted
coins.
costumes. If you
God,
wear
it's
one,
Ape
it'll
Escape
offer
from
a
back
bit
in
of
the day.
protection from enemies. There are more than 180 of these costumes.
Yeah, it's completionist's
Some of them
worst
can be
nightmare is
tricky
what
to
I'm
get your
saying.
hands on. Later today, we'll release a demo.
Oh,
which lets you play
there's a
with
demo
the
to that
first
too.
course.
I should probably download it to see if I like it.
The Yoshi's Crafted World game will finally hatch on March 29th. We have more Nintendo Switch headlines coming up, but first, another update from Mr. Koizumi.
Is this about the big boy?
How's it going so far? Next, we have a follow-up on the latest installment in one of our long-running series, Fire Emblem Three Houses. Please have a look.
By the way, that smile is knowing that I'm getting an HD Fire Emblem. I'm getting teary-eyed thinking about it. Dude, I've wanted an HD Fire Emblem for so long. For so long I've wanted this. And it comes out July.
Oh my. What could have brought you here?
The continent of Fodlan,
I'll let
said
it
to be
talk for a
protected
bit.
by a revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial.
Three ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire.
That's a cute girl.
Beyond its borders, to the frigid north, is the home of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family and its knights.
And the
To
last
the
one, the
east,
hot guy.
a league of nobles that heeds no king nor emperor rules what is called the Leicester Alliance. Once consumed by a tempest of war and turmoil, Fodlan and these three mighty powers now exist in relative harmony.
It's gonna be such a weird game.
In the Fire Emblem Three Houses game, you are the hero the world needs. You start out as a mercenary traveling with a group led by your father, Geralt. After an unexpected incident reveals an unknown power hidden within, you'll travel to Garrick Mach Monastery, where you'll receive an offer to teach at the Officers' Academy. Around that same time, you alone begin to see a mysterious girl named Sothis, who appears within your mind.
I can't tell if that voice is Laura Bailey, if it just really reminds me of her at that voice
Garrick
line.
Mach Monastery lies at the center of three large territories. It is the home base of the Church of Seiros, the main religion of Fodlan, as well as the Knights of Seiros. Not only does the church serve to maintain order in Fodlan, its monastery also houses the Officers' Academy. Those who train there will go on to shoulder the future of Fodlan.
Weird and interesting
The
concept
Officers'
of
Academy
Fire
is
Emblem.
comprised of three houses.
Like the whole teacher
The Black
thing.
Eagles is for students from the Adrestian Empire, including the house leader and future emperor, Edelgard. The Blue Lions boasts Prince Dimitri of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus as its house leader. This house is for students from his kingdom. The Golden Deer is for students from the Leicester Alliance. Their house leader is Claude, who is the heir of the noble family that leads the Alliance.
There's one family leads the alliance. Isn't that
As
pretty
a
much a
professor,
king?
you will lead the students of one of these houses and instruct them. In addition to the house leaders, there are many other students to meet.
I just realized
each
they
with
showed
their
this
own
all off
unique
in English.
personalities and skills. Which house will you choose?
See, that's what I want to know. Does it influence the story? Because I don't think they touch on that at all.
Students are expected to travel to various lands, sometimes with the Knights of Seiros themselves, and gain real battle experience, including everything from defeating bandits to suppressing rebellions. These
By the
may
way,
be class assignments,
y'all can
but the stakes
expect
in each
this is a
battle are
day
very
one
real.
purchase out of me, and
Whether
we're
your
playing it
students
day
live
one.
or die,
Like, I'm
will
gonna
depend
request
on
off
your
from
leadership.
work around this
Strategize
day.
as the battle progresses to claim victory.
I need to
At
see
the
what day
Officers'
of the
Academy,
week
your students will work
July
diligently
26th
each
is, because
day
depending
so
on how
they
it
may
falls,
wield a
I
variety of
might
weapons.
be able to get a lot of days off in a
Master
row
the
to
study
play
of
this.
magic and acquire special skills such as horsemanship.
Oh, look at all that. Good lord.
You have been entrusted with their future, and it's up to you to
There's a
guide
punching
each of them
type
and
now.
help them hone their abilities. Through combat experience
Brigand,
and study,
that's either a
you
new
can help
class
your
or a
students
rebranding of
reach
an old
their
class.
full potential.
Could be a rebranding of like a thief or something, but I think I saw a thief on the list,
Your
so maybe a
students can
warrior.
also interact with each other at the academy, and by doing so, their bonds will strengthen, and they'll be able to better support each other on the battlefield.
Is that Wataru Dobu? Oh, it's that guy from earlier. Okay, so there's Red Chick, Edelgard. This is what I mean, though. It shows this. Like, I don't think the stories are split. Maybe it's just what army you have, but I could be wrong.
Forward, now!
Okay, there's...
3 territories. 3 houses. Your very own journey.
Like, is there multiple paths or not?
Fire Emblem Three Houses
I don't know.
will release on July 26th.
It's nice that it finally has a release date, though. It is like... Wait, what is this? Complete with artbook, sound selection, CD, steelbook, and calendar. We know what kind I'm
So,
getting.
how does
which
it look?
version I'm getting.
Originally, we announced that Fire Emblem
April.
Three Houses would release this spring,
The leak did
but
say
more
April
development time
26th.
will be necessary.
But an extra
And
3
so the
months
new
I can
release
wait.
date
I've
is July
waited like
26th.
years for this
That means
HD
we'll have to
Fire
ask you
Emblem.
to wait a little longer.
I can
But we
handle a
hope you'll
few
look
more
forward
months.
to next generation.
And it gives
Fire
me time to
Emblem
work
all
on
the
other
same.
games as is.
Time for some more Nintendo Switch headlines.
But like, I'm gonna pause this quick. You see, I've been a fan of Fire Emblem for like, I don't even know. I think I got into it around the time Radiant Dawn came out, if I recall correctly. However long ago that was, Wii generation game. I don't know where in the Wii generation. I'm leaning towards 07-ish. Somewhere around there, I want to say. Might be a little later, I don't know. But Radiant Dawn was my introduction to the series. So, I'm not one of the people who've been around since, like, the Genealogy or Path of Radiance, whenever Binding Blade and all that stuff came out. Sacred Stones, all that hoo-ha. But I have been around for quite some time, and Fire Emblem is one of my favorite Nintendo IPs, second favorite actually, right behind Metroid. And in specific, it's my favorite strategy RPG series. I like it more than Final Fantasy Tactics. I like it more than random offshoots I've played, like Stella Glow, which is a strategy RPG, Tears to Tiara 2, which is a strategy RPG made by Atlas. Luminous Arc, as much as I am an honest to goodness fan of Luminous Arc. I've never played Tactics Ogre, so I can't say anything about that. Moral is, Fire Emblem is like my favorite. Oh, or XCOM, I didn't play either. But moral is that I really love Fire Emblem. So after however long it's been since I've been playing these, it'll be nice to finally have it in HD. And Awakening, by the way, it's my favorite in the series. I might have mentioned that before. I'm not sure at some point. But I hope that Three Houses recaptures what Awakening was to me, because I really love Awakening. Like, Awakening did so much good for that series. So much so that it saved that franchise. Anyone who doesn't know that lore, I'm not going to take time to explain it right now because this video could get very long. I apologize about the loud noises behind me. But yeah, for those who don't know the lore, I also like looking at Fire Emblem and see what Awakening did for that series. It did a lot.
Iconic series, the last
Yo, I downloaded this
standing
tonight.
wins.
You bet your ass we're going to be streaming this at some point.
99 players.
Because there's no better Battle Royale than
only
the
one
Tetris
reigns
one,
supreme.
right?
This is
I'm so glad
Tetris
these
99.
absolute madmen did it. Just
the
look at it, look
iconic
at all
puzzle
these
game
dudes.
arrives with an online experience like no other.
I'm so glad
Nintendo Switch
Tetris is
Online
somehow
members can
still
battle for
relevant
dominance
all
in
these
this
years
free-to-download
later.
game.
It's so impressive.
If you're attacked with garbage, attack back to defeat the other 98 players and become the sole survivor.
Now that player
Nintendo
sucks.
Switch Online members, be ready to join the
I
fight.
know, I'm so glad it was free.
Tetris 99 will be available for download later today.
Oh, it sure is available
Look forward
today.
to battling it out in upcoming online events.
Yeah, we're definitely going to be streaming that eventually. I just don't know when.
Prepare to kill,
All right,
survive,
so
or die
it's well
in
known
Dead
that
by Daylight.
I wanted to try Dead by Daylight
Imagine this.
for a long time
You're
now.
alone, struck by fear,
But if I do
struggling
get
to
Dead by
survive.
Daylight, realistically,
you meet
I'm
another survivor.
probably not
But
going
it's
to
too late.
get
The
it
killer
on
is upon you.
Switch.
Now run, hide, scavenge for
Because,
items,
like,
open the gates, and escape with your
I
life.
feel like it's going to
Or
be
take
probably
on
the
role of
worst
the
playing in
killer
terms of
to make the
optimization
so-called
between
survivors your next
all the
victims.
versions of the game.
Terrifying? Oh yes. Satisfying?
So
Just
realistically,
you
I'll
wait.
probably get it on
With
PC
loads
or
of maps.
PS4.
Characters, and cosmetics to earn. You'll experience a deep progression system while you're on the hunt or being hunted.
I never knew
Discover
there was
the
like a
true meaning
perk
of
system
horror
because
when Dead
that's
by
such a
Daylight creeps up on
sketchy
Nintendo
progression
Switch
type
this
system to
fall.
have in these types of games.
This dog will ruin your day.
This game I might actually end up playing because it's free as of a month or two from now. No, it's this month actually, the 28th if I remember correctly, the end of the month. But yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Cause like I've never played Undertale. Fanbase kind of killed my interest in that series, to be honest. pretty good trailer, though, all things considered. And yeah, 228. So if I play it, it's gonna be because of that. But we'll see.
Now
dude.
for a message from the producer
Here
of the futuristic mech action
is-
game, Damon X Machina.
Hello everyone, I'm Kenichiro Tsukuda, producer of Damon X Machina, and I have some news for
What
you.
is this Doom music playing in my
Later
ear?
today, they'll be releasing a demo.
Oh,
called
they
Damon
sure are. I
X Machina
downloaded this.
Prototype Mission
We're playing
on
this,
Nintendo
like,
eShop
immediately.
for a limited time. The game is still in
I want my
development,
first
but in the
impressions
demo,
on
You
it.
can battle through 4 different missions.
Also, I'll be right back.
while
I'm using the
exploring
bathroom.
Basic controls and
Okay, now we can
customizations of the
continue,
personal
boys.
mech known as an arsenal. You can also experience a boss battle in the final mission, so please try it out.
We're definitely gonna be trying this game out
After playing the
soon.
demo, We'd like to hear your feedback.
And I'll definitely be putting in my
We'll be
feedback.
conducting a short online survey by sending
After
an
all, I have a
email
whole
invite to
series
some
called
players
entitled
to try out
Gamer.
prototype missions.
It's kind of what I do.
If you weren't selected for the survey, we also welcome your feedback via social media. We appreciate your feedback and hope to make this game the best it can be. We have more to say
It doesn't
about
help that
Damon
I'm,
X
like,
Machina, so please follow the official
hypercritical
Nintendo
of
America Twitter
games, for
account
better or for
so you can
worse.
stay up to date on the latest
Hence the name of
information.
that review series being called Entitled Gamer, because I'm
Damon X
extremely
Machina
like
should be launching
hypercritical.
this summer.
I also apologize about my nose
With
imploding
that in
now.
mind, the development team is working hard right now, so please stay tuned.
The game does look like a lot of fun, though. There's one game, two
Realistic
games that
Racing
stole the
is
show, by
headed
the
for
way.
Nintendo Switch.
That and what was
Grid
like
Autosport
the
comes
second to
fully
last game
loaded
now.
with a mix of high-speed thrills, believable handling,
All
and
right,
a
so
difficulty level that scales to your skills.
realistically,
You'll feel like a
I'm
pro
not gonna buy
racer
this.
as you master the world's fastest
it's well
cars to
known
win
racing games aren't
motorsport's
really my
most
cup of tea.
exhilarating races.
Like the one exception
prestigious
is
circuit of
generally at
Spa-Francorchamps
best at
to the narrow city
arcades.
streets of Barcelona.
Like
All
at actual
DLC is
arcades with
included,
the
with 100
seats and
cars,
the wheels and the
100
pedals and the
circuits,
shifter.
and some welcome additions.
And yes, I
like
know
motion
I could
controls and custom
make one of
controls.
those on my own.
Players can race online or
But that's
locally, and two
like
players can race
a
split
multiple
screen on a
$100
single
investment
system.
that I'm not willing
From
to make
street
right
racing
now.
to demolition derby. When Grid
Maybe
Autosport
one day
speeds
down the
onto
line I'll
Nintendo
do it.
Switch in summer
I'm sure
2019.
Grid is a great series, but it's not
Enter
for
the
me.
Viking Age to experience
I need to play this
Senua's
game yet,
journey again,
but yet again,
or for the very
this
first
is another
time.
one of those things where
Created in
I'm not
collaboration
gonna
with
get it on the Switch because
neuroscientists
it's
and people
probably
who
gonna
experience
be
psychosis.
one of
Hellblade
the
pulls players
worst
deep
running
into the
versions
mind
of it.
Senua. This broken Celtic warrior will embark on a haunting vision quest through Viking hell to fight for the soul of her dead lover. Hellblade has won multiple awards, including BAFTAs for performance, audio
I heard it's a
artistic
really good
achievement,
game.
British Game, and Game Beyond Entertainment. Find out why when Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice releases on Nintendo Switch this spring. The Nintendo Switch lineup just keeps getting stronger. Mortal Kombat
This
11
I did
proves
not
the
expect
saga
to come to
25
this
years into
console,
telling
by
is
the way.
far from over. With all new custom character variations,
Obviously,
plus new characters and
I
returning veterans
will not
taking
be
up the
picking
fight.
this up on the Switch. I'll get this on my PS4.
In a fresh new adventure, Unravel 2 sees players take control of two adorable Yarnies.
I'm
Control
glad that
both
Unravel's
Yarnies on
coming
your
to
own in
Switch. I
single
want more
player,
people to play
or play with
Unravel.
a friend in local
I
co-op.
say no, and I've
For
never
some
played
puzzling
Unravel, but
platforming fun,
it just looks so
Unravel 2
charming
comes to Nintendo Switch
that I
March
want it to be
22nd.
beloved. Same with Tearaway.
For the first time on Nintendo Switch, experience Assassin's
This-
Creed 3 Remastered with revamped gameplay and features tailored to the system.
This is one of
like
those
motion
things that
aiming
yet again
and
I'm
touch
really
input.
scared about because
Set in the American
IMO,
Revolution, explore one of the most
Assassin's
iconic
Creed
eras
3
in
was like
history as you fight for freedom,
worst
independence,
one in the
ushering
series.
the rise of a nation. All the
Like,
original downloadable content plus the entire
maybe?
standalone game, Assassin's Creed Liberation Remastered, will be included when
Oh.
they launch together on May
That's
21st.
cool though. I didn't realize that comes with all of it.
Final
But
Fantasy fans,
it's my
better
least
open your
favorite. I think it's the
calendars.
worst.
We're excited to announce
Um,
that Final Fantasy VII will find its new home.
It's one of those
on
things
Nintendo
yet
Switch
again
on
where
March
I kind of want to
26th.
have it on the Switch to
We
have
can
it on the
also
go.
announce that Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon
But I can just get
Everybody
them on
will release
PS4.
March
It's the
20th.
same game but has
We're
trophy
pleased to
support and
announce
stuff.
that Final Fantasy IX will journey onto Nintendo Switch later
Yeah,
today.
I had to tell a friend about
Once
this
a
because this is his
classic,
favorite Final
always a
Fantasy.
classic. That's all for today's Nintendo Switch headlines.
How's everything looking? Well, we have a
So
bit more
weird
to
they
share
didn't
in
have
this
3DS
Nintendo
stuff.
Direct. Please stay with us until the end.
Oh yeah, there's like maybe
Let's
two
take a
more
look,
announcements.
shall
If the next one is what I think it is already, I'm so excited to see it again. This game stole the goddamn show for me, dude. I guessed exactly who made this the moment I saw the gameplay too. I saw the gameplay and I was like, Is this who I think it is? Yo, y'all are ready for some tight looking shit. Y'all ain't ready for this. Oh, look at it. Like, anyone who knows this company, the moment you see this, you know exactly who this is. You're like, okay, I know what company it is already. Like, I saw this and I was like, is this Platinum? Is this a Platinum game? Yeah! Yeah, it fucking is, boys. Oh, it looks so good. It's just such a cool concept. And I keep thinking of how they can play around with the chain, like chain mechanic.
Are leading all of humanity straight to damnation. Straight to damnation?
Like, look at that.
You don't understand.
God, that's so cool.
My heart goes out to you two. All because of how you were born. Doomed to be used by those idiots until you die.
Look at it.
Chained to your fate. Powerless.
Today has been most revelatory. Finally, we're ready for the final stage.
You see, I realized it the moment we got to the next name. I saw it and it was like, once I saw that, Hideki Kamiya, I lost my mind because I knew. I didn't realize it's a director of Nier Automata in here. Ugh. Oh, I'm so ready. I want it. I love Platinum games. Haven't even played their whole library and I love
What
them.
you just witnessed is Astral Chain, a brand new action game in development at Platinum Games.
Oh yeah.
It looked like two characters were fighting together during battle, didn't it? I hope you're excited to learn more about how combat will play out in this game.
Oh yeah.
Please stay tuned.
And then the final reveal, which...
And speaking of Platinum Games, I'm sure you're very curious about Bayonetta 3. Rest assured, the developers of Bayonetta 3 are hard at work, and I hope you're looking forward to
It means
learning
that
more.
realistically, Bayo
Our
3 is
next title
probably
will
going
be
to
the
come
last
out
announcement of the day.
after Astral
Please
Chain.
check it out.
But that's my take on it. Okay, so this announcement I predicted very early. By predicted, I mean I saw the first few moments of the trailer. I saw this and was like, is it Ni no Kuni or something? Because, like, the art is, in my opinion, somewhat reminiscent. I was like, is Ni no Kuni coming to the Switch? And then I saw, right about there, I saw it was like, it's a Zelda. And then I saw the bow and I was like, it's not Link's Awakening, is it? Yeah, that lightning confirmed it. I was like, they're remaking Link's Awakening. I had to make a phone call because this is one of my closest friend's favorite games in this series. And when I say one of his favorite, I mean literally his favorite. At least favorite 2D Zelda. I don't know when we're talking Zelda all around, if it's his favorite out of all Zeldas or just 2D. But I know he really loves Link's Awakening. You see, I'm really iffy on the art style personally. But that might just be me being overly critical. As long as the game's fun, dude. Excuse me. Goombas are in it. For that matter, there was a chain chomper. I just didn't remark about it. Oh, you hear what song that is? I didn't even play the game, and Ballad of the Windfish was a fantastic
So,
song.
what did you think? At long last, 1993's Game Boy classic, The Legend of Zelda: Link's
God,
Awakening,
26
will
years.
find new life on Nintendo Switch.
It's 26 years old.
After 26 years, it has been reborn as a new experience, and we'll have more to say in the future.
What if they're gonna add?
Please
They're
look
just gonna
forward to
ground
its
up
release.
remake it graphically.
That's
If they're
all
gonna
for
add
today's Nintendo
content
Direct.
to it.
Thank you so much for watching.
I don't know. We'll find out. So that'll bring us to an end to it. Honestly, realistically, outside of talking about it, I don't have much to add. Link's Awakening I'll definitely be getting and trying eventually. I don't know if it'll be day one for me, as my like Zelda stuff is very As you know, I'm not too crazy about Zelda. I don't dislike it, I don't like it though. Astral Chain will definitely be a day one purchase for me, as It's Platinum Games. I love their games. Out of the ones I have played, I haven't played Vanquish and stuff yet. But like I played Beautiful Joe when I was younger. I liked it even though that's technically Clover. I like Okami even though that's also Clover. I like Bayonetta. I've heard nothing but good about Vanquish. I liked what I played in Metal Gear Rising. You get the point. I really like Platinum and what they're doing. Or what they do. I guess that's about it. All in all, I think it was I guess the best way to put it is it's an alright direct. There's a lot of left field announcements. Like, I wasn't expecting Astral Chain. I don't think anyone was really expecting that specific Zelda game to be the next one. A lot of people were leaning more towards them porting or ground up remaking Skyward Sword. That was the big guess, was Skyward Sword was getting put on the Switch. Obviously, that is inaccurate, as we now know. We're getting a remake of Link's Awakening. Really weird choice, but it is what it is. I'm sure there's a lot of fans of other Link or Zelda games losing their minds because it wasn't their game. An example, the Minish Cap fans. But it is what it is. What else did we have? Daemon X Machina has the demo out now. Yoshi has a demo out now. Got a Fire Emblem release date. If I had one complaint, it's... Well, more than one. But one of the ones I can think of is that they're teasing Smash 3.0 already. I do not think a game should be in 3.0 5 months. Actually, about 4.5 to 5 months after launch. I think that's moving entirely too fast. Like, I know this is a very different type of game, but to put into perspective, Final Fantasy XIV Online, it's MMO, different obviously, but not even that game is running 5.0 yet. 5.0 will probably launch for that game when Shadowbringers, the new expansion, comes out. And that game's been out for like 6 to 7 years now, and we're still not at 5.0. Like, to hit 3.0 in 4.5 months is crazy. That means it's probably going to be a massive update, which means obviously Joker and the stage and the song is coming with, but even then, realistically, it's probably going to be another balance patch, which is, like I said, what scares me, because I don't think there's been enough time so far to let the meta form with the new update. Hell, I don't even think there was enough time to let the meta form with the original update because they updated it so fast. It's my take on the situation. I guess we'll see where it goes, I guess. Not sure if there's really anything else I need to add to that. Oh, wait, I was in complaints. Of course I do. I wish I would have talked about other things. Like this here, Metroid Prime 4, obviously, we aren't going to hear about for a while as they completely scrapped the old project and gave it the retro, the ones who made the original trilogy. For better or for worse, I just hope it's not as janky as Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3. Although, despite that being said, it's known that Metroid Prime 1 is my favorite Metroid game. But first shooter, it is pretty janky, like having auto aim system and all that stuff, or auto lock, whatever you want to call it. In fact, they don't aim your guns, which I guess you could make the argument that the trilogy fixed, since the trilogy runs off of motion controls, and I can't really argue against that. But at the same time, I hope it feels better is what I'm saying. I hope they recapture the ambience of Metroid Prime 1 while updating the gameplay, because Metroid Prime 1, I personally feel, had the best ambience, and that is actually the reason I think Metroid Prime is the best Metroid, because I think it does everything a Metroid normally does in terms of exploration, backtrack exploration, finding items, typical Metroidvania stuff. And Metroid is known for like a really isolated feeling ambience. And I feel like Metroid Prime 1 nails that the best out of the whole series that I've played, because I haven't played all of them yet. But I feel like it nails it the best out of the ones I've played. It probably doesn't help that it's a first-person shooter in a 3D environment. So not only is it first-person, which your immersion is already turned up a little harder, it is in a 3D environment that you're exploring on isolated planets with grotesque creatures and or Metroids. So I feel like it definitely has the best ambience in terms of the isolation feel and all that. So we're obviously not getting updates on that. I really would have liked to see something about town, the new Game Freak game. I would have liked to see something about the new Pokemon game. I'm upset yet happy at the same time that we didn't get anything on the 3DS. One, I'm happy because I personally think that the 3DS is a pointless endeavor at this point. I know it's obviously not. There's like a bajillion million out there in the world right now that people are using it. But I think it's redundant to run both the 3DS and the Switch simultaneously with each other, as one of them doubles as both a console and a handheld. It's my take on it. Obviously, no one has to agree with it. But at the same time, it does seem kind of weird for them to not show off anything for the 3DS, because they made such a big deal about them continuing to support the 3DS. And we just got a 37-minute review, 37 minutes of reveals and footage of games shown and all that, without talking about a single 3DS game. And that's, for the people who still like the 3DS, for the people who want them to continue making games, that's definitely going to be kind of scary, because that's 37 minutes and not a single second of it was dedicated to the 3DS. Like, that's definitely a little scary for them out there. And I hope Nintendo is careful with what they do, especially after saying they're going to continue supporting the 3DS. They have to be very careful. You don't want to become a liar. I don't think they're going to. I wish the rest of that leak was true, which had things like The Wonderful 101, Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door coming to 3DS, blah, 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 stuff like that. Because one, I wouldn't have to get The Wonderful 101 on my Wii U. Two, I can get my favorite Paper Mario again on the go. I love The Thousand Year Door. It's the best Paper Mario in my opinion. Out of the ones I've played, haven't played Sticker Star or Color Splash. Played the first three. Out of those three, my favorite one. I don't think there's anything else to really talk about. That, like I said, it was an alright direct there. Some of the announcements felt like it nailed it out of the park, like Astral Chain, the choice of Zelda game they're remaking, all the demos they're dropping today, all that type of stuff. Like, that stuff, handled very well. But then you have the negative of the games they didn't talk about that we know about, or any other announcements that people have been dying to see. Like, I know there's slim chances, but you still have people out there waiting for a potentially new F-Zero game. You have people out there waiting for a new legitimate Star Fox game. For that matter, we didn't hear anything about the new Animal Crossing yet, which I thought we would have seen at least something about. But more or less, there's a bunch of things they could have touched on that they chose not to. And I'm mainly referring to things like Town, Pokemon, and Animal Crossing, not F-Zero or Star Fox, since we don't know if either of those games exist in development realistically. F-Zero more than likely doesn't. That's, until further notice, that's a dead franchise, until Nintendo actually does something with it. It's how Metroid was until they came out with Prime 4 and Metroid 2 Samus Returns, or the Return of Samus, rather. That was a pretty dead franchise, then out of left field, I called it, by the way. I predicted it 2 months ahead of time. I was like, watch, they're going to announce a new Metroid, and then they announced 2. Felt pretty good. But my shitpost became a reality. To do it more often, reality is what you make it. But yeah, until further notice, I'm going to say F-Zero is a dead franchise, which sucks because F-Zero is pretty fun in my personal opinion. From the little I played of at least Grand Prix for the GameCube. But we'll see. I don't think I got anything else to add. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. It feels weird doing a YouTube end slate because, I'm a streamer first and foremost. But feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what y'all thought about the Direct. Let me know your opinions on it. If you played any of the demos, let me know your opinions on them. Let me know which games you're looking most forward to in this Direct, or in general, coming to the Switch in the next upcoming month to year or two. For me, it's probably Astral Chain or Metroid Prime 4. I would say Astral Chain because big thing for me is I don't like getting hyped up for games without seeing gameplay, and although I have an idea of how Metroid Prime 4 is going to play because it's in the Prime series, it's probably going to be a first-person shooter in a 3D environment like the other Primes. I haven't seen gameplay, so I don't know what it's really going to be like. Astral Chain, we saw gameplay, and the game looks sick as hell. But, yeah, after you're done telling me all that, feel free to follow my Twitter at Freddie Wompton. I tweet random nonsense there. I'm trying to get more active at doing it. They stop burping. Oh my god. It's also one of the best places to get a hold of me, to be honest, when I'm not streaming. And it's actually probably arguably better to get a hold of me there than my YouTube. But who knows? We can test it and find out. And this is the one I employ you to do the most, and that is go to my Twitch, twitch.tv/Freddy_Wompton. It will be in the description of this video, as will my Twitter, because they're in the description of all my videos I publish. Out of all of them, I implore you to go there the most, as first and foremost, I am a streamer. I prefer streaming. I prefer the interaction with you guys. It adds a much grander experience to me. It's a much better experience when I can share these moments with people, like, live, rather than just making YouTube content. I think that's, comparatively to streaming, I think that's more boring. That's why I stick to streaming and only very occasionally do YouTube videos when I'm doing stuff like this, or doing reviews or fighting game videos like montages or combo videos, guides. You get the point. Either way, I think I'm done shilling. I don't think I got anything else. Thank you all very much for tuning in, listening to me talk random nonsense, talk about this direct, and staying around this long. I hope to see you all around again. I don't know what's going to be up next on my YouTube in terms of YouTube only stuff. Maybe a review. If not, I will always naturally be publishing my videos. With that being said, I just accidentally restarted it. I probably won't publish, I won't be publishing videos for a little bit, unless I can do it mobily, which I might be able to. I need to try, because I am going to Katsucon, as you heard me make a passing reference to earlier. I'll be there for about 4 to 5 days. So, yeah. If I don't upload anything there, I'll just get back Sunday night, and I will blast the ever-living hell out of a bunch of uploads, because turns out I have a lot of series I uploaded and finished uploading, but never published. My Kirby series, I don't think I finished publishing. My Demon Souls never finished publishing. There's just a lot of games I could have finished publishing that I didn't because I'm a big dummy. So that is what it is. Either way, this has been Freddy Wompton. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope to see you, hopefully at some point on my Twitch, to be realistic. But if not, even on my YouTube videos. Thank you all very much.